Well, 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 not quite done with this yet. Welcome back to Return of the Obra Dinn. If anyone is... Well, obviously you're not joining on fucking episode, whatever this is, that I haven't watched the previous ones, otherwise what's wrong with you? But yes, I am returned to the game because I thought it would be a good idea to leave the ship thinking that there was more to the game, like to the investigation beyond just being on the ship, which there wasn't. I was meant to use what was on the ship to figure everything out before I left, which means that I need to go back in again, and I think... Oh, I can continue. Right, no, I need to rewind, I'm guessing. Let's quit to title. No progress was lost. Rewind back to the ship. Okay, I don't need to restart. Perfect. They clearly realised that people would do this. So... Well, I guess the playthrough continues. I could actually just edit that entire bit out and pretend that I wasn't stupid, but you know what? I like to be honest like that. Right, we're going to start right at the beginning, I think, and we're going to go through the bodies again and again and try to figure out exactly what happened to every single fucker on this ship. So we've identified you entirely, I believe. I have to do it inside the vision, don't I? Right, anyway, I am actually going to go right through. No, that is the wrong book. It's the end. So here we are, back in episode 1.
Open the door! Kick it in. Lest we break it down and take more than those shells!
Is there a way to silence them if you don't want to hear the speech again?
Exactly what I did.
It doesn't look like it. Anyway, so we know this the captain, and we know how he died. We also know this the second mate, who I think was the brother of the captain's wife. Do we know who this one is yet? That's Brennan. Okay, so Brennan from the lower deck. He's been in so many different memories in so many useful ways. Yeah, okay, so we can move forwards with this now. Which means that we know that Brennan got killed there, then you were the guy who jumped down. And we identified you by chance. I think you were one of the Scottish topmen. We know who you are, we know how you died, and you're the captain, we know how you died. Right, so this entire section here is done. I don't need to return to any of these bodies. So let's try the Doom next. So who initiated the Doom? It was... Witterell's wife. Abigail. Right, so the Kraken attacked. Towards the end of this, it knocked down... Where did this come from? I mean, judging by this, it didn't even knock it down, it just beat her with it. So we know what happened to her. Do we know how you died? Martin. We don't know how Martin died. I guess maybe something happened to him during the next stage? The escape, I think it was. I reckon Jane Bird, we know where she is. We do actually know where she is because she signed the letter from Henry. Which means that she's also alive and also in Africa. Wait, but that might not be her. Because that was a guess. Maybe... I'm actually going to take a gamble and say that I think that is actually you. I don't think it's... I think they'd have like a secretary character. I think the woman is a passenger. And obviously the woman who was working with the doctor wouldn't have left before the end. Unless the doctor also left on that boat. I will have to check that again. However, I'm going to want, like I said, I'm going to take a guess. The passenger... You're Jane Bird. You're alive in Africa. Which would then make you the other one. The only other passenger remaining. which is Emily Jackson. These two look similar. Could they be brothers? Does anybody have the same surname of the people who are left? They're stood next to each other and they're similar. That can't be a coincidence. There's two Peters. Where's the other Peters? So there's two seamen called Peters. So they could be the other way around as well. I'd have to figure that out later on, but that's like the whole point now is just to fill in as many as you can. Like this is what we're trying to do. Okay, so you're stood fairly close to the front and you've got a particular hat on. Christian Wolf, you're the gunner. So the gunner's wearing like a weird top hat. We think you're the bosun. You've got a fancy hat on and no one else has a fancy hat on that I can tell. So it would make sense that you would be the purser, someone else of, like with a name, I guess. Right, you know what, you can have that for now. I will always change it if it's wrong. Man, look at his guns though. What a hero. So, was anyone else... Can I walk up the steps here? Is there perhaps more of the ship that I can investigate that I never did before? I cannot. Although... What about you? An unknown fate. What's actually happening to you? You're being held by the... Okay, so let's just go with crushed by a beast. For you, because clearly... And he did say, you know, we've got to start allocating things. Where is the Frenchman, the bosun's mate? You can be the bosun's mate. Like I said, I can always change it if it's wrong later on. Right, anyway. So the mast beats you down. We know who you are. We've looked at you three. You're there and you're up here. Who else is on deck? You're pulling the body of this person. So you're the top man that we identified earlier. Do I have an identity for you? Lewis Walker clubbed. Oh, you're identified. I actually got you. So you're another top man. So you two are friends. That's why you're helping him out. Are you the gunner? No, you're the bosun. What's happening to you here? It's got its arm thing wrapped around you. So, crushed is what we were saying for you. By the beast. But we can check in another memory a little bit earlier. But that looks like that's going to be what's happening to you. And you're his friend then. Maybe you're the Frenchman? That's why you're with him at this point? Met an unknown fate. Let's just go with crushed by the beast again. Yes! Okay. Who are these? Charles Minor was crushed by the beast. Yep. Emily Jackson is alive in Africa. Miss Bird is alive in Africa. Oh, so you are alive there. So whoever else is on that boat is also in Africa. We know that one as well. So that's where we can go. Well, we're going through it piece by piece, aren't we? We're going back through. We're trying to figure out what we missed the first time round. Oh, right. Okay, this is actually going quite well then. It does mean, however, that any of the other ones we identified are wrong. So, do we get a death for you? Right, you're still an unknown attacker, so you could be... What killed you? You died in the escape, so we'll get to that later on. And these two... Okay, right, we're actually making some proper progress now. When I first started this game, it seems so daunting, but once you get into it, you start to sort of get a feel for what you're supposed to be figuring out in each section. I wasn't actually meant to do that, though. I was meant to go to the next stage of this. Okay, right. Well, there's 3 people over there, which means that 3 of the people that disappeared could easily have drowned. So who else disappeared here? Right, I've only got crushed by a beast. Crushed by a beast. But there were 3 people getting thrown away. And this is earlier than the other one. I want to put drowned. By the beast. Were you the one in the first scene? Oh yeah, and these things are obviously deduction. It means it's hard to deduce who they are. Again, drowned by beast. Unknown, crushed by beast. Crushed by beast. Yeah. Okay. I mean, there's 3 people there that have literally been thrown like across, and we can't. I don't think we can examine any of them. Maybe if we go a bit further back, we'll see who they are. Because obviously we're on step 7 now. There might be the boat. They were in the boat. Okay, so there's 3 people in a boat that are going to be in the next section that we're going to have to just double check that one on. By disappeared, they clearly got drowned. Right. Did you cut off one of its... Oh, that's badass. Shot with a gun by an unknown attacker. So you survived this. Perish and Escape Part 3. Let them go. I definitely need to revisit a lot of this again, but yeah, you're a hero. What's going on with you? Are you dead yet, or are you just holding on for dear life? Again. We'll say... Wait, hang on. Perish and Escape. You were clubbed. Wait, did I just add clubbed? I did, but this is not where you died. You died. I thought we got you. Weren't you stabbed? You were stabbed in the back. You were one of the ones that I noticed afterwards. Yeah, not killed sword. You were stabbed in the back. And it was definitely by one of the mutineers, but we'll have to go back and check that when we get there again. But you survived this. Alright. Oh, there's one more person over here. You're the next step of the thing. Who are you? John Davis. Clubbed by Brennan. Clubbed by Brennan, you were one of the mutineers. So let's just stick that. 4th mate. 4th mate sounds like somebody who would commit a mutiny because people would follow them. So we think that you were knifed by the 4th mate. Okay. Oh, look. Alright. Oh, what am I doing? So we know we've got Martin there, I think. Or is that the... See, I have him as the purser. Why would the purser be running around with so many guns? Maybe he's the gunner's mate. You can be the gunner's mate. Just because you got so many guns, like, it seems a bit unusual. And the person behind you is... John Davis, the 4th mate. So could you be... Nah, you... It seems like all of the stewards and people like that, they're all young. Like the mates. They're all young lads who are helping out. I think that's where you would start. You would start by being helpful to... This music never stops. You start by being helpful on the ship, and then you would earn like a better place. And obviously you're not built for some of the stuff that the older guys are initially. Well, we've actually solved a few more mysteries just by going through that, and my time is up for this particular episode, so thanks for joining again if you're still sticking with me, and obviously this is going to be coming out like weeks after I played through this game, so I'm not going to be able to see the comments to solve any of the puzzles, but feel free if you've figured anything out yourself to put that in the comments and I'll have a read through, because it'll be interesting to see if there's stuff that I've missed that's super obvious that everybody else has seen. By everybody else, I of course mean the 1 or 2 people watching. Hey out there. Alright, have a good day. Catch you later.